Hey guys, it's the Messenger. Mild spoilers for the show, but I had to clarify that I kept making a mistake on naming one of the composers of a track. I kept calling them the Old Guards of Asgard. That is actually wrong. They are the Old Gods of Asgard. So if you guys were, after listening to the track that I'm going to play in the episode, you ever want to look them up and stuff, and you're having a little trouble finding them, yeah, that's why. So that's really all I had to say, and on to the show. Welcome, friends, to another episode of The Messenger Presents a VGM Journey. And I'm your host, The Messenger. And the track that we just came in with was Ninja's Respite from the game The Messenger, and it was composed by Eric Brown, also known as Rainbow Dragon Eyes. I want to get into a little bit of a top of the show business here. I don't know if that's exactly what I want to call it, but that's what I'm going to call it. And, I could definitely say that I'm not perfect because I made a bit of a mistake last week in crediting, I credited the wrong composer for the Jet Set Radio track that I played, Everybody Jump Around. It was actually composed by Richard Jacques, and funny story about crediting and Richard Jacques. There was a little bit of a controversy in the remix community this past week, and the Sonic Mania composer T. Lopes, he did a remix of one of Richard Jacques' tracks from Sonic R. That track was Can You Feel the Sunshine? And it was on the I want to say it was the Sonic the Hedgehog, or maybe it was the Sega YouTube channel, and it had all the crediting and stuff on it, but everywhere else it didn't. And Richard Jacques was pretty upset about it, and he went on the Twitter and said that it was bad and that T. Lopes was doing it for the social media likes. And I had to say, that was pretty unfair, because I actually thought the remix itself was pretty good, and I don't really think that T. Lopes was doing it just for the likes. So I just kind of thought that, tweet was a bit unnecessary. And, I guess he's since deleted that tweet as well. So, Richard Jacques, he might be getting pretty mad at everybody for, messing up, credits and stuff. I did it, and I guess, maybe T. Lopes or Sega or somebody kind of messed up too. And, we're all not perfect. But I definitely do want to play the original track. So what we're about to listen to is Can You Feel the Sunshine from the game Sonic R, and it was composed by Richard Jacques.
Can you see the sun is shining on me? It makes me feel so
Can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up your day? You know, I definitely say that it does brighten up my day. That track was pretty great. That was Can You Feel the Sunshine from the game Sonic R. It was composed by Richard Jacques. You know, we're going to be moving on from one Sega system, which that was the Sega Saturn, and we're going to move on to a track from the Sega Genesis. And just to give you a heads up, it is one of those sports games. You know, sports games has some pretty good music too, and a lot of people don't really think that, unless you're Legacy Music Hour and you have 3 different episodes of... Wait, maybe they had 4. 4 episodes of sports games music. And, you know, for those of you that know me, I have several different loves in life. I love video games. I love video game music. I love podcasts about video game music. And I also love the sport of ice hockey. So I'm going to come in with a track from the Sega Genesis game NHL Hockey. The song is Playoffs, and it was composed by Rob Hubbard. All right. That was Playoffs from the game NHL Hockey, and it was composed by Rob Hubbard. Man, that was some rockin' stuff. Man, I could probably picture a couple of you listeners, maybe, you know, headbanging and stuff, you know, really rocking out. I hope you're not gonna, like, drive off the road or anything if you're driving. But, yeah, if you thought that was pretty good, you definitely are gonna wanna, you know, turn up the volume on this next track that I got for you. So, and this game, like, just came out recently, too, within the last few months. It is from the game Control, sung by this band called the Old Guards of Asgard, and it's called Take Control. I'm just giving you a heads up on this one. It's a lengthy one, so sit back, relax, and enjoy this rockin' tune.
Take control. Take control. I see a vision rising dreary, fading in a children's play. Twilight games in the town called ordinary. An eye of light reveals a gateway to doomsday. In that projection you see the light is fading, and in the night the demons rage and call your name. No deeper madness than your own making. Visions lash and blades of shame, but will you take the blame? Is it
that was Take Control from the game Control, and it was sung by the band Old Guards of Asgard. Man, that was a freaking fantastic track. Totally melted my face. I mean, my floor is just covered in face meltings right now. Oh, and it was such a good, recent discovery for me too. So I heard it on BG Mania about a month or two ago, and Brian, one of the hosts, I mean, he shared the track, and it was just, wow. I put that on repeat at least 6 times that day. So I loved that track so much. Definitely my favorite track on this show. I don't like to pick favorites, but this one was definitely a favorite. And, I do wonder, though, what are some tracks that you guys were able to discover on other podcasts that you just really enjoyed? Like, you just wanted to keep playing that song over and over again, just on repeat. And you didn't care if you heard it like 9,000 times. You wanted to listen to that song, and you wanted to listen to that song again, and again, and again. So, we're going to go into a completely different track. Something a little more mellow at first, but also gets intense as well. It's from this little known game, a little indie title called Super Mario Odyssey. This is Bowser's Castle, and there were several composers involved in this game, and I was a little surprised that this specific track was composed by Koji Kondo. That was Bowser's Castle from the game Super Mario Odyssey, and it was composed by legendary composer Koji Kondo. And that's just gonna about do it for this week. I really love the playlist for last week's episode, and I'm loving this week's too. It was a little bit different compared to last week. I think there was a lot more rocking, melt your face type of music on this week, and I'm hoping that next week is going to be a pretty great one too. And if you thought that was pretty great, then give me a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts or whatever your podcast provider is. If they give ratings, I'm not entirely sure about all that, but leave a positive review. You could definitely check the show out on Anchor, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. I'm gonna play out with one more pretty rocking track. How many times can I say pretty rocking? I think I could say it 5 times. Pretty rocking, pretty rocking, pretty rocking, pretty rocking, pretty rocking. And this track, I thought was a pretty special track. And it was special because to answer my own question from earlier, even though I already did about that BG Mania and that Take Control track, here's another track from a game that I actually never really heard of until I listened to Pixel Tunes Radio from, I don't even know how many years ago, like maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago maybe. It's from the game Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. The track is called Four Heroes, Stage 1-1, and it was composed by Isao Abe and Syun Nishigaki. Have a good week, guys.